welcome to another edition of Shenanigans, but it's a special Shenanigans episode because I'm on my main page, okay? So don't be trying to get me all flagged and whatnot, you know? But I'm on this page because this is the page I'll use when I have guests that are not physically in the same location as I am. Makes sense, right? So, our guest today for Shenanigans Podcast is Lynn. She's the founder and CEO of Gold Comedy. So definitely, you might want to follow, hook up, link up, network. And she has it's a school and it's a professional networking content studio where women and non-binary, because hey, it's still Women's History Month. You know how we do. We are celebrating women's history. Okay. And she helps them amp up their comedy careers. Okay. Lynn is a former stand-up, award-winning journalist and author. So look up whatever book she has under her name. She's the co-creator of the award-winning Breakup Girl. Look that up, okay? And Lynn, guess what? Lynn, I'm bringing you on right now, Lynn. Lynn is also from where I'm from, Brooklyn, New York. So great to have her on the show. She lives in Brooklyn with her husband, some teens, a quarantine dog, and some cats. Hey, lady, how are you?
I found you. Hi. Yes. Let me just make my phone stand still. Okay.
Good luck. Yeah. It never works. Nobody gets
sometimes. Okay. Yeah, we just don't want anybody to seasick. Okay. Cool.
Well, thank you for joining the Shenanigans Podcast. I've already let the group know that this is going to be on the main page, the Sharita page, awesome. Because we have way more followers on this page than we do the Shenanigans page. So rightfully so.
Okay. You go where the people are. You go where the people are, Sharita. Yes, exactly.
So, can you please let us know more about the Gold Comedy and how did that get started?
Yes. Okay. So I'll tell you what it is, and then I'll tell you how it came to be. So, Gold Comedy is the comedy school and professional network and content studio for women and non-binary creators, and really like any others. The idea is just like, we're here to give you a place that has no bro vibe. Awesome. And we have classes, we have digital sketch teams, we have Q&As with celebrities and pros, we have opportunities to create stuff. For example, our web series team called Concrete Jungle their web series is actually dropping on the 22nd on Fox Soul.
Okay.
So we really give people the opportunity. We're serious. We're serious about comedy. We're serious about lifting up people. I mean, look, comedy is hard for everyone.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. But you know what? I did stand up in the 90s, and it's still it's gotten way better. The whole industry has gotten way better. Let's give credit where credit is due, but not enough.
Yes.
There's still not enough women or diversity of all kinds on stand-up lineups. There's still not enough women in diversity among late night hosts.
Yes.
There's still even this. I don't have the statistic in front of me, but far more men than women are the funny one on TV commercials.
Wow.
So we still haven't actually just like normalized the idea of women being funny.
Yes.
And we're still called, like so many people come up to me and they're like, so are you a comic? I'm sorry, comedian.
Yeah.
And I'm like, please, can you not? Yeah. So a friend of mine once said, do you call your doctor a doctress?
Yes.
Do you call your lawyer a lawyer?
Exactly.
Do you call it, so anyway, so we exist to help women and anyone outside the comedy norm,
okay,
often a white norm, succeed in comedy, like really succeed in your career and prepare yourself to, be out there in that world that does have the bro vibe,
yes,
but also change that world that has the bro vibe, and also have a place where you're not going to get it. And we really help people succeed and, getting pilots done, getting awards for their pilots, getting into festivals, getting shows made, getting representation, winning stand-up contests, winning, really going from, going from mid-career in comedy to more successful, or
Mm-hmm.
starting out but being really serious about it and wanting a
Mm-hmm.
safe place to start. So that's what we do, and we're mostly online, so you can pretty much be
Oh,
anywhere.
that's awesome because
Yeah.
a lot of people are afraid of traveling, especially now that the planes are going down like left and
Well,
right.
there's that. Yes.
And then COVID, we
Exactly.
hope that COVID doesn't come back and bothers us again.
I
So
know.
that's
We
really,
used to call it crashing
you
on
know,
stage, but now we're like, yeah. So,
yeah.
yeah.
So like for you, what's the best part of comedy?
The best part of comedy is the high pay and tons of respect. No, the best part of comedy is um, I honestly have literally just always loved comedy as an end in itself.
Okay.
Like, I wish I could give you a deep reason.
Yeah.
I mean, and I probably can. It'll be more boring than this one.
No.
I just even though I'm only 29, I
Well,
was raised with, I was raised on, Laugh-In, The Muppet Show, The Jeffersons,
yeah.
Carol
Yeah.
Burnett, Miss
Yes.
Piggy, all
Archie
those things
Bunker.
that were,
Yes.
yes, and they were all, I mean, it was a golden age, and it was
Mm-hmm.
even not that bad for women, and even though like the only female character on MASH was called Hot Lips Houlihan, but she was Goldie
Yes.
Hawn. So, it's so
And I feel like you
anyway.
have to take the wins where you get them. No matter how many times we try to force ourselves in a space that wasn't created for us, we leave a remarkable mark so that they won't forget us.
Yes, I love how you put that. I'm glad this is being
Yeah.
recorded. No, it's right. It's not. It's so weird. I think about that all the time. Like, comedy is supposed to be this outsider art, and you're right. It wasn't created for us. It was created by the insiders.
Yes.
It was created by, the straight white dudes. And so, like, that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
How can it be an outsider art if the insiders are still running it and gatekeeping it? Again, way better than it used to be. But like, that kind of doesn't make sense. So to me, there is something very pure about, I just love a joke the same way I just love a potato chip. I just, I just love comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the crunch. But I
Right.
also do believe, and I'm not absolutely not the first person to say this, like, no way, but I really do believe in, all the different types of magical powers comedy has to, whether it's to change culture or to kind of bake in cultural change that's already happened.
Right.
Whether it's I don't think you can use comedy to totally fully change minds. I don't think you can use comedy to get like a hardcore MAGA bro to all of a sudden, embrace,
Well, a lot of people don't think that
but,
comedy is something that you should take seriously. That's why.
right. That's true. That's true. They think it's just yes, and I'm glad that you said that, because I have something to say about that. But I do think that you can use comedy to engage people more.
Yes.
To get people who are primed to go, huh? To get people to say, who are already a little open-minded, to say, I never thought about it that way, because that's the whole point of comedy. It switches the angle, so you hear about things in a different way. And what was the thing you said that I wanted to come back to? I already forgot.
Of us leaving our mark so that we are remembered, because it's like being in a male dominant society. Well, you don't even want to say society, but it seems like everything is male dominated, and no matter what career field you go into, it's all bros. So how can we be the sister of the bros?
Or just our own terms, or just, yeah. I mean, and I can't, part of me cannot believe we're still talking about this. Like, even like looking at the government, even though, again, it's gotten so much better in comedy, so much better. I don't want to throw all of the people who have worked really hard before me to make change and be part of the change. I don't want to throw any of them under the bus.
Right.
But because like, it really has women can be Ghostbusters now.
Yes.
But I swear, because I can't because my favorite sign that I've carried to all the marches is against various things has been, my arm is so fucking tired from carrying the same fucking sign since the 1980s.
Yeah,
You know,
we're
so you know, like I can't believe we're still here with all of these doofuses,
right.
unqualified, mediocre doofuses running the show. So they haven't found comedy yet. So I think for a minute we're safe.
And I think that's the thing, because
Yeah.
my question to you is, when do you retire a joke? Because I've been at so many open mics where the same comedian, they would tell the same joke for a year, not get any laughs, not tweak the joke, not change it up, but not retire it, not let it, like, put it on the back burner and come back to it later, write some new material. When do you just say that joke needs to just be done?
Yeah, and you know, it's like right away, I think is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
After like X, you know, if it doesn't work 3 times, and you don't even have to throw it, you don't even have to like throw it in the incinerator. Like you can put it in a notebook that you don't look at for a while. Like you don't have to, you know, and it's just like maybe the universe is telling me something, and it's like, just let go, let it go.
But when I tell them that, oh, you don't know anything, you're not allowed to criticize me. I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm trying to help you. Because in the world of comedy, when you see the successful comedians that all of us started at open mics, we all started at some level. And when you see us get more bookings, more private gigs, more work, and then you're still at the open mic trying to figure out, how come nobody's booking me? How come I'm not on a flyer yet? And when we try to explain to you that, well, maybe that joke needs a revamp, or maybe you just need to like let it sit down and marinate and work on something else. Try a different approach.
It just needs a timeout. Maybe it just needs a timeout. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe it's ahead of its time. Like, who knows? Like, maybe it's a fantastic joke, but people aren't ready for you. Who knows? It's like, it's not
another dick joke.
Criticism.
Trust me. We don't need another dick joke.
Yeah.
It's always
No, we don't. I'm sure there are some good ones out there, but they're not written by the people you're talking about.
No, not at all. Not at all. You know?
Yeah.
And so for you, when you're not working, how do you release? What is your go-to? Do you still do comedy? Do you do like karaoke? Like, what's your go-to?
I do love karaoke. It's been too long. We used to go. This is not the right answer to your question, but I live in Park Slope, Brooklyn, which is like, it's the fancy one.
I know the area. I'm so Flatbush.
Yeah. But of course, I'm of the generation that likes to say, well, I got here before all you people did, which is the same thing that every generation says, you know? So, and so I moved here, and my husband really did, because his parents like kind of were like, this seems nice, and bought up the house here in 1970. Like, they weren't like clever real estate people at all. They were like, it was like they were kind of well-meaning, clueless socialists just looking for some shelter. You know, like they weren't like, you know, they weren't like, someday we'll be, you know. So anyway, I moved here in '94, and there was such the karaoke here. Oh yeah, the karaoke was in the old man bars, which there are hardly any. I mean, there's like 2 left, right? And the karaoke in the old man bars was the best karaoke. It was not hip. It was not show-offy. It was like a bunch of Gen X 20-somethings,
just hanging out,
you know, singing like a prayer, alternating with like the old guy who sang My Way every time, you know. And it was like, so that's like, those were the glory days of karaoke. But yeah, so I love karaoke. I also, I'm kind of a dork, so I do like plants. I do like to take care of my plants.
Nice.
I find it very soothing.
Yes.
I have 2 teenagers from spring break right now. They go to college, and the other is also like always just they're just funny. The 2 of them are just hilarious. So I sit and let them, you know, I just sit back and let them crack me up. Of course, now they realize they should be imposing a 2-drink minimum. So, you know, things have changed. But but like, what else would I do? I love to cook. That's my thing. I also love to cook. So that's how I like kind of wind down and just like walk away, like go whoop on the laptop and then like walk into the kitchen, turn off the anything that's gonna go boopity beepity at me, and then I like chop some garlic. And as my late mom used to say, how you cook is you start chopping the onions and garlic, and then you decide what you're making. So that's what I do. Oh, somehow you just got muted. Hold on. Did I mute you? I can't hear you. Hmm. We're not here to silence women. Your mute button is like on. I don't know why. Hmm. Can't hear you. There's a little, that scary little line is through your little microphone icon, but you can hear me, right? I know. Okay. For those of you listening, we're seeing fists being shaken at the universe. We're seeing funny smiles. We're seeing furrowed brows of concentration, trying to figure out why all of a sudden we are muted. No? Yeah, I don't know. Do you see your little microphone button thingy? Because yeah, it's got that the dreaded line through it. I will also can't hear you. Nope. But I will vamp by describing your beautiful lilac and lavender walls behind you. Uh-oh, she's calling for help. She's calling for help. Hold on. Okay, oh, now I can see your walls. Okay, so let's see what is back there. First of all, the walls are a beautiful kind of a grayish lavender. And I'm just gonna like put my face scary close to the phone and see. I'm sorry, now I have to do this because I'm old. Okay, we got some anime type stuff. I'm describing your surroundings. Okay. I still can't figure out why you got that little. Okay, help is on the way. Okay, there's an entire tech support team. Just so you know, the fire department is there. The all of Doge is there. They're trying to figure it out. Um, oh, we got someone who looks smart and serious, going boopity boop, trying to figure out why am I muted. I blame Doge. Doge is maybe they have found comedy. Maybe they are trying to shut down DEI and hear two women talking, and they're like, mute the women who are talking. Any women who are talking anywhere, we're gonna come and mute them. Okay, there is a nod of recognition. There seems to be a positive. Oh no, the tech support is leaving. There is more furrowing of the brow. I see. It's sort of like it's sort of performance art at this point because I'm learning very quickly to read lips. Okay, we're gonna leave and sign back in. No problem. I'll be right here. Not going anywhere.